appraisal waivers. What are they, how do they work, and why do we need them? Let's get started. Okay, so first off, let's talk about what an appraisal waiver is. An appraisal waiver is when somebody puts language into a contract that says, hey, no matter what the appraisal is, we are going to pay a certain purchase price for this contract. So why do we need appraisal waivers and why do we use them? Well, in such a competitive market, people are trying to bring their highest and best offers to be able to scoop up a house, especially in competitive price ranges. So when an offer price starts to become so high that there is a concern that the house may not appraise at that price, an appraisal waiver becomes necessary. There are several types of appraisal waivers depending on just how much somebody wants to take a possible risk against a low appraisal. I'll tell you about the few that I see the most in this market. I'm seeing an appraisal gap waiver. An appraisal gap waiver is essentially just an appraisal waiver. Hey, the difference between the appraised price and the value that we are offering, we are going to bring that difference in cash to the closing table. Basically, even if we can't borrow on the full amount and the lender can't lend on the full amount because it did not appraise for the full amount, we're going to make sure you get the full amount that we offer to you at closing. For example, if you offer $315 on a home and it appraises for $300, you are promising to bring the difference in closing, that extra $15,000. Next, what I'm seeing is somebody bringing an appraisal gap waiver up to the difference between the original asking price and the purchase price they have offered. This means that they are mitigating their risk by understanding that they are bringing an appraisal waiver that is really going to top out only at a certain amount. They're doing this by saying, hey, if you asked for something, I will bring the difference in what you asked and what I offered, but not any more than that. For example, if a home is priced at $300, someone offers $305, and the home appraises at $290, that person is not on the hook for that full $15,000 difference. Next, we are seeing appraisal waivers up to a certain amount. This technically isn't an appraisal waiver, but it is a guarantee that the seller will get above appraised amount by a certain amount up to the offer price that the buyer has offered. For example, a home is offered at $300,000 and a buyer offers $315,000, but they don't have a whole lot of extra cash. They may bring an appraisal gap waiver up to $5,000 difference. So if the difference between offer value and appraised value is $5,000 or less, great, that seller is going to get their full price. If it's more than $5,000, that buyer is only going to pay up to $5,000 difference. Appraisal waivers are a great way to make sure that you let a seller know that you are serious about buying that home and reassure them that they're going to get the full value of what you have offered on their home in this market. However, make sure as a buyer that you fully understand what it means to use an appraisal waiver and to pay over appraised value for a house so you can make sure you protect your investment